Hello, today I'm going to show you how to set up 7 Days to Die, the dedicated server manually. So let's go ahead and get started. The link I'm at right now will be in the description below. And we're going to start off with the installation section. So we're going to install the Steam CMD. So I already have this link open. Just click that link and also put the link in the description in case it doesn't work. And we're going to do the Windows section. So go ahead and open your folder. You can put this wherever you want, just as long as you remember where it is. I'm just going to put it right where it has in the instructions. New folder in Steam CMD. And you can name it whatever you want as well. Next, we're going to download Steam CMD, so just click the link. You can see it's downloaded. So open this up with WinRAR or 7-zip. I prefer WinRAR in this case, and we're just going to extract it to our Steam CMD folder. Alright, now that that's done, we're going to skip past the Linux and Mac section. We're going to go to Running Steam CMD in the Windows section. So we're going to have to open up the command prompt, so just type in CMD in the search bar. So we're going to have to cd to c / steam cmd, or just the path in which you put the folder. And now all we have to do is run steam cmd. And you can hit tab to autocomplete. So you can see that's downloading and whatnot. And if this isn't working for you, just make sure that you're actually logged into Steam on your desktop and it's already running. So now that that's done, for the most part, you don't have to log in as yourself. It says to download most game servers, you can log in anonymously. So we'll just do that for our case. So now that we're in the Steam interface, we can just copy and paste. So Control-C to copy, Control-V to paste. So it's connecting. And we're ready to go. So now we're just going to head back over to the first link. And right here it says select install folder. So this is where the 7 Days to Die server will be installed. So we can just put it in the Steam CMD and then this folder right here. So let's just go ahead and copy this. And make sure that you still have the Steam interface up while you're doing this. You just have to give it the path. Unfortunately, you cannot use tab to complete in the Steam interface, but that's fine. And then we're just going to say 7 Days to Die server. Now that our path is set, all we have to do is download the server itself. To do that, it says run app update and this unique identifier, which is just probably the ID for this game server. So just paste that in here and run. So this is going to take a while. I'll go ahead and cut to the end of it and get back to you guys once it's downloaded. Okay, so the server has been successfully installed. Now we're going to go ahead and head back to the file directory, Steam CMD. You see we have the folder we created. There's going to be a bunch of other stuff here created from just installing Steam CMD, but just go to the 7 Days to Die server. So there's two files we're going to want to mess with, the first one being server config. So let's go ahead and open that up. Here is just a XML format of all the game's values they'll use to set it up. So leave the port the same. The server is public, just saying when you open up the game and look for a server, can anybody find it? The server name, you just give it whatever we want. Password, you don't need one if you just want anyone to join, but if you just want specific people to join, go ahead and put a password on it. The max player count, this is kind of important. because considering how powerful your PC is, because that's where the server will be running, you don't want to set it too high. I'd recommend between 4 to 8. Definitely no more than 8 for the average user. This stuff is not too important. Game world. So you're probably going to want to do random gen. So it will randomly generate based on the seed you give it. And that seed is set below. So you can put in a random value of whatever you want. And it will generate the world based on this. The game difficulty, I would just leave it at 2, which is the moderate level. Game mode, multiplayer or single player, you're gonna, you could do single player if you don't care about your land being destroyed and claiming blocks. Or you can put it on multiplayer and give you land claim blocks. The rest is just setting up the days and if zombies are running or whatnot. And it goes over some telnet stuff. You could probably actually set this to false. You won't be using it for the most part. This is just if you want to access the server remotely, so you're not on your local network. One thing you should probably change is the airdrop marker. You want to set this to true. I was having problems before where I was seeing airdrops, but I didn't actually know where they were. I thought by default it was enabled, but you have to enable it in here because it's set to false. And then as far as how well your computer is going to handle the game, you don't really want to change the max spawn animals or max spawn zombies. And that should about do it. So we're going to save this configuration, Control S for file save. We could close this. And that sets up the configuration for it. But even if you do start the server now, it would only be visible to people on your network. So if you have a whole bunch of friends over playing the game, you should be fine because they'll be able to see it. But if you want sort of a friend to play with you, you want to go to your router settings. So for most people, it's just at 192.168.1.1. And I just have to log in. And this will be different for everybody. So I'll look up how to get to the port forwarding section of your router. So for me, it's under security, apps and gaming. And then I'm going to do the port range forwarding. It kind of explains in the document more about why you would do the port range, but it's basically to support UDP, which is something you want for video games. So the important thing about setting this up is the ports. So we didn't change any of the ports in the config, so that should be the same. The device IP though, we're going to open up a new command prompt, type in IP config. And before you start the server, every time you want to look under wireless LAN adapter Wi-Fi, if you're using Wi-Fi, or the Ethernet, you want to take this IP address, because this is the IP address of your computer on your local network. And just make sure that you have that the same as a device IP. So 192.168.1.108, so that's good. Enable true. So once you have this set up here, you can hit apply. Okay. And it goes over it more in the document below. So now that you have that set up, you want to go back to the folder. And the second file you want to mess with in here is start dedicated server. That's how you actually start the server. So go ahead and double click that. Just press any key to continue. And now that the script has been run, it will be running in the background. So to check it out, go to your task manager. And you can see we have this background processor here running, 7 Days to Die server. So if you just wanted to shut down your server for the night or morning, depending on how long you've been playing, just click end task and I'll shut it down. But at that point, nobody will be able to play. So let's go ahead and try to get onto our server. So I'll cut and get back to you guys as soon as I have the game loaded. Okay, so we're now at the home screen in 7 Days to Die. We're going to go to connect to server. and we're going to look up the name of our server. So you can see we see two here. One of them has a public IP address that anybody can access, so this is what you want your friends to use. And then the other one is just our local address. And we can connect to either of those as the host. But just to show you that the public works, I'll connect to the public. You can either double click it or click the connect. Our password is weak sauce. Not a password that I recommend. So now you can see that we're connecting to the server. And at this point, once it loads, you should have everything you need. Just ensure that as long as you're trying to play with friends that the server is running. And just as a note, double check the device IP each time, because that could cause some future problems. So as you can see, we're in the game. There's no one here with us at the moment, but you can see that there is a players. It shows ping and whatnot. So if anybody else joined, you'll have their Steam IDs. This is where you can add them as allies. But that wraps it up for the video. I hope this enables you guys to slay zombies together. It's a great game. Hope you enjoy. Thanks for watching.